Hello, and welcome to Vocabulary Wednesdays, and I'm Chris with Magoosh. And today's theme is Beyond Good and Evil, because good and evil are boring words, and as GRE people, we want more interesting words. So let's start with the evil first, and a far more interesting, cool-looking word than evil is iniquitous. Now, iniquitous means you are very bad, and you are very immoral and indecent. That is the definition of iniquitous. And oftentimes you hear the phrase, a den of iniquity. Notice iniquity is the noun form of this word. What's a den of iniquity? Is that where a bear hangs out? No. Den of iniquity describes any area or sphere of activity where the bad guys engage in totally immoral acts. So oftentimes you hear this in the world of politics. Oh, the mayor's office was a den of iniquity, and he accepted bribes and did all these horrible things. Again, this all comes from the adjective iniquitous. Next on the bad words, one of my favorite words, it's just a cool sounding word, is nefarious. Now, nefarious means wicked, utterly wicked and villainous. So think of a movie, an action movie, or even an animated film. There's always the good guy, the dashing hero, and then there's always the evil, wicked stepmother or monster, and that's what nefarious is used for. Someone who does these wicked and despicable and awful deeds. We call them nefarious. So that's bad. Those are wicked words. Can we redress those with something positive? And yes, we can. Starting with munificent. Munificent means generous. Giving freely. If you're known for your munificence, you are unstinted, you don't hold back, and you want to make sure that everyone is happy, and so you give bountifully and generously. Interesting, people see muni and think, does that relate to municipal? Municipal means ever relating to the city. The answer is no, it actually relates to Latin munis, which means gift. Because it'd be kind of weird if it did relate to the city, because most cities aren't too generous. If you've ever gotten a parking ticket, they're kind of parking meter people are nefarious. Cities in general. So not related to that, and again, just in general, munificent means generous. What about an even stronger word? Not really the opposite of nefarious. We have altruistic. I guess it's an opposite, more or less. Well, what does it mean? Somebody who's altruistic isn't really out for themselves. And you say, well, what do you mean? Well, typically everyone has, or cynics would say everyone has, a selfish angle. Everyone's always out for themselves. But the altruist puts aside the concerns of him or herself, the concerns of the ego, and they only care about the welfare of others. So the altruist is one who loves other people. They are good, and they, unlike the boring word good, they have a cool sounding altruistic. Almost sounds like some periodic element on the periodic table of elements. But it is just another way of saying person who really likes people. And that's going to be it for today, and I will see you guys next week for another installment.